Hello guys, welcome back to Billy Goat and Rough. So today we're going to fit the DOMETIC Mini Heki Skylight. So that's just going to go basically above the bed. It's going to give us some good light in the day. Also it's got blinds on, built-in blinds that you can close. It's going to be a nice little light in the evening as well when you're looking up to view any stars if there's some. And also just great for airflow, because we'll have the fan this end of the van going. We can open that up, get some good airflow coming through. I better crack on with it though, so not too much talking in this video because the weather looks a bit iffy, but I'm pretty sure this is about the only chance in the week I'm going to get to do it. So first of all, get the old fan out. So I'm a bit restricted where I can put the light anyway, but it's going there above that hole, so we're going to cover that. Obviously we don't want two holes in the roof, so that's where it's going to go. Get that fan out, mark it out on top, same as we did with the windows. I've already done a template, you can see it here. Already done a template of the inside and the outside dimensions, so I'll mark it up on the inside, make sure I miss all the bracings, drill a hole through, then mark it on the top and cut from the top. Then I'll have to get some batten, which I've got 44 by 34 mil batten, which is going to go around the inside of the hole to screw my inside frame to. Just going to fix it nice and tight. So yeah, let's get on with it. Quick. Fan out. Just got to clean the roof up before I start cutting. So I'm just going to drill the corners where I'm going to jigsaw from. It recommends in the manual 24 mil, and that'll give you the right, I guess, radius for the corners. I've got 25 mil, that's close enough. So yeah, apparently that should give you the right radius, and then it should fit nice and snug. If you cut it square, sure, it won't be too much of an issue because it's quite a wide rim anyway. But yeah, I'm going to do that from the inside now. Jump on top, cut it out because it looks like the rain is coming any minute. So you might notice there, I changed to the jigsaw, from the jigsaw to the grinder. The reason for that is my jigsaw blade was just a little bit short, so it was stubbing out when I was going over the ribs, which was obviously snapping my blade. I snapped two blades, that's enough, on with the grinder. Ideal world, use a jigsaw, there's less filings flying about the place inside the van, but it is what it is, it's done now. I'm going to get up on top of the van now, give it a good clean, file up and a paint, any bare metal, give it some hammerite. Then obviously check it fits first, that's the main thing. And then I've got to build a wooden frame for the inside. You'll see I'll do that now, but it's just literally some battens just to fix the inside too, because you can. It's got to be a certain thickness. I think this one's something between 40mm and 170mm maybe. Could be wrong, but have a look online at a time. I'll put it up on the screen maybe. And yeah, basically I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first yet because of the weather. If it starts pissing down I might have to just quickly chuck it on the top first, do the buttons after. But in an ideal world, you glue the buttons up, leave them to dry, put the top on, fix it down nice and tight. Let's get on with it. Now the problem I've got here is I measured 400 by 400, which is the cutout. Because of the frame, hit the ribs, so it does stand up a bit, so I have to be really careful when I silicone this. I'll Sikaflex it around the outside, just make sure I get a good seal in there. But it's made life a little bit harder. I'm just going to stand up, you know, an extra 5mm or so. So wood's all cut. What I'm going to do is run some Sikaflex along that, push the window back out, clamp this in place, and then put the window back in once that's dry and fix it down to the wood with the frame. What I will say is, when I done the windows the other week, definitely didn't have enough clamps, so I went out the other week, bought myself a few little clamps for B&Q. Weren't much at all, but it's just going to help pull that in rather than, you know, using loads of gaffer tape. So I'd really recommend getting some clamps to hand. Looks a little bit like that. A few gaps in the corners, but that's no issue. As long as it's held up there good, that just gives us our distance to fix the frame too. While waiting for that to dry, may as well relax. Green King IPA. Cheers. Right, it's nearly dry. I'd like to leave it a little bit longer, but it's going to piss down, so let's get on with it. It's going to put it back up through the roof, pull it down so it's fixed in, and then I've got the frame to go up underneath, which screws into the other piece and clamps onto this wood. Don't know if you noticed while I was doing that, but these screws here that they supplied weren't quite long enough. I think it's because of the ridge on the top of the roof. I had a couple of bumps which stepped it up an extra 5mm to my measurements. I still think it should have been in the tolerance that it told me, but it wasn't quite, so bear that in mind. I couldn't have went any shorter. Even if I put smaller wood in, it would have fitted, but then when I come to board my roof, I'm going to come up against, you know, this is going to be sat up too high, so it needs to come down low so I can put my surround on to finish it off nice. So yeah, make sure you got some longer screws. Luckily I had some in the van, but I guess not everybody's got some to hand. It's just something to bear in mind. But yeah, so far so good. Good fit. Quite easy to operate. Just pull up, pull down, push up, done. Nice tight fit. I've checked up top as well. Bead looks quite nice. It's pulled down on that seeker flex, really nice. It's just oozing out a little bit, so actually perfect amount. Right, that's it from me today, guys. One roof light successfully fitted. See you on the next one. Ciao for now.